Hello, and welcome back to the weekly Deathmatch. New year, new memes. Welcome to 29 to memes. No, that's awful. I'm gonna have to start that again. Hello, and welcome to another episode of the weekly Deathmatch. Let's pretend that never happened. Hello, how are you today? I am fine, thank you for asking. New Year's resolutions? Well, I made a resolution a few years ago to not have any more New Year's resolutions, so I'd be breaking that resolution if I made any more new resolutions. But I don't really have any new resolutions, to be honest. I mean, I guess I have a small one, which is to try and involve myself in conversations more when I'm out and about. Like, when I'm with friends, it's fine, but, like, with people who I'm not particularly acquainted with, I don't typically bother with them. Just because either I feel like I won't fit in, or because I kind of can't be bothered, which I guess is a reason why. I guess it's an introvert thing, but I should probably try and make a bit more of an effort, especially, like, in the workplace and stuff, so... Not a huge life-changing one, but I'm a bit too tired from 2018 for a huge life-changing resolution, if I'm perfectly honest. Although there is one thing I am doing this year, I am making an entertainment spreadsheet, which is much more exciting than it sounds. I mean, it has the word entertainment in it, so it's halfway exciting anyway. Basically, I'm compiling a spreadsheet of everything I completely consume, I guess, in 2019, so like... If I'm watching a series and then bail halfway through, I'm not going to put it down. But I have like columns for like TV shows, movies, books, games, all that kind of thing. And whenever I complete one or finish one, I put down the name of it, the day I finished it, a rating out of 5, and any particular thoughts I might have. And at the end of the year, I'm either just going to publish that spreadsheet, or I'm going to make a top 10 list out of it, like I do with my top 10 games of 2018. That's what brought it on, actually. Because in my top 10 games, I missed out Forza. After spending many episodes of this weekly Deathmatch series talking about Forza Horizon 4 even, I completely forgot to put it in my top 10 game of the year list, and it would have been up there, trust me. For some reason though, it just completely skipped my mind, and I feel quite bad for that, so I want to do it properly this time. But also, I'm just kind of really intrigued as to like how much content I consume in a year, and like how easy it is to forget the stuff you do in January compared to December when you're writing it at the end of the year, and like how much that weighs on it. So there's only one thing on the list at the minute, and that is Fire and Blood: A History of the Targaryen Kings by George R.R. Martin. I started that book. I read most of that book in 2018, but I kind of just wanted to get that list started, and I finished it this year, so I guess it counts. So I put that on there. Brilliant book, by the way. Of course, when he released it, his Twitter account was just full of people screeching at him to finish Winds of Winter, unfortunately. But I understand, but maybe don't be so fucking entitled. Just the way people are. Like, I can understand being frustrated, but, like, harassing him on Twitter ain't gonna do anything. So maybe, like, grow up and act like an adult and don't screech when you can't get something you want immediately. You fucking children. But anyway, moving on from that, I've been curious because obviously I've been doing those PlayStation 4 live streams. Speaking of which, I should probably stream some more Skyrim soon because I'm about to run out of VODs, but I do also want to play that game. I'm not just making myself. But one thing that I am curious about is if I can record series on the PlayStation and just kind of like not have to worry about the bitrate from streaming by like for games like Skyrim and Spider-Man and stuff like that. They're too graphically intense really to stream. Unfortunately, I've learned this a bit too late, so I'm just going to keep streaming Skyrim anyway. But like you can see, like when I turn and stuff too fast, it just looks really bit-ratey and a bit gross. So you don't get that problem when you record. So I'm going to see if it's viable to record those videos and stuff. And honestly, I wasn't going to put too much effort into it. But I did just go out and buy a flash drive the other day, which is what I would need to transfer video from my PS4 to my PC. So... Yeah, the reason I'm doing that, by the way, is because you can only have your account linked to one YouTube account, and I've got it linked to my DVR account because obviously I'm uploading my 30-second clips and stuff. But unfortunately, I would have to like keep setting up the account every single time I wanted to switch between the two. and also I don't know if these videos would need rendering or editing in any kind of way, so I would prefer to take them off my PS4 and then do it from my PC. Now the obstacles I'm probably going to end up facing by doing this is the sheer amount of time it would take to upload the video. Like, if I can skip the rendering process, that would be great. I don't know how much the PS4 compresses the video in the first place. I would literally just be rendering them to compress the video size and save time. So if it would be quicker to upload the raw video, you bet I'm going to be uploading the raw video, unless, like, here's the other obstacle: if I get interrupted during a recording sometime. PS4 is very weird in that, because it's supposed to be used as DVR and not like just a press to start and press to stop recording method. If I do get interrupted, I'm not going to have any way to like stitch the two together or like pause the recording or anything like that. It's kind of a very basic thing, so if I did on the off chance have to stitch two recordings together, it would be nice to be able to transfer it from PS4 to my PC to be able to do that. So, no promises, but there probably will be a test video coming out soon in Spider-Man, so get hyped for that. I just want to see how long the process would take, to be honest, because I have two jobs, you know. I don't have time to like fully like edit and render a video series and promise that it's going to come out daily and all that kind of stuff. The only reason I do it for VODs is because I'm mass producing content that I don't have to edit or upload or anything like that, and you can see the quality of video I get from it, so it's not exactly ideal, which is why I'm attempting this now instead. But speaking of Spider-Man, I finished the story, and wow, that story is better than most movies, and I tweeted about this and I tagged Insomniac Games in it because I love Insomniac Games and I want them to get positive things from their fans instead of screeching about the Raimi suit. So I did that and they retweeted me, and it's my most liked tweet. I think we're at about 950 likes at this point, and I still get notifications even though I've muted the thread, so that's fun. Seriously though, it's such a good story. I haven't done the DLC yet. I'm trying to perfect the base game before I start the DLC, and I love that game. I love every aspect of that game except the fact that you need to 100% complete all of the districts to get 100% completion, because I'm assuming they thought that people would just be doing this as they played the game, and I did do some crimes in the districts while I was playing, but I didn't really just hang out in free roam a lot because the story was too compelling to leave. So while doing all of the side activities after I finished the story was fun enough, waiting around for crimes to appear and then going and tackling them in the quantity of crimes I have left to do is turning out to be quite a chore. I could probably just start the DLC, but I'm not entirely sure how that works. Like, if I'm gonna, like, I can probably go back, but I don't know if I'll be able to do crimes while I'm doing the DLC, if you know what I mean. So I'm probably wasting time by not jumping and just doing the DLC together with the crimes I have left to do, but I might just do that anyway if I run out of patience. I don't know. Oh yeah, this was funny. I didn't realise this guy went off the map, so I chased him and then I couldn't get up again and I barely made it in time. So, Doctor Who, that's my next transition. Doctor Who had a New Year's Day episode and I really enjoyed it. I won't go into spoilers because people might not want to hear spoilers. I mean, it's been like a week, but some people, like, I would want to hear Luthor spoilers, and that also happened kind of around New Year's Day from my understanding, so I'm not going to give spoilers. I just want to say I think it was probably the best episode out of Jodie's current I've just completely lost my basic grasp on English, hang on. I think it was the best episode out of Jodie's run so far. It was really compelling. It was an interesting new take on an old villain, and the thing that most people are complaining about regarding the visual design of that villain in its usual form is fucking stupid, because the way that villain put itself together means that it would look that way, and that's not just how they're all going to look from now on. So quit whinging about something so stupid. That's almost as stupid as whinging about vegan sausage rolls. You heard me, Pierce. Get out of here. Get a life. You weird, strange, angry old man. That transitioned into weird things, but I've been on Twitter too much this week, and that's what's going on currently. So this match turned out to be quite long, but luckily we're approaching the end. Because guess what? I've approached the end of my list. Actually, I was downstairs earlier, I was thinking I could talk about something else. What was it? Oh, shit. There was something I didn't put on this list that I was going to talk about, and I don't remember what it was. No, this is going to haunt me now. Oh, no. What was it? Will I find out in the next 10 seconds? What was it? It was something. It was something that was like a really good talking point that I didn't think to talk about. Oh, never mind. We're too late now. I'm so good at this.